What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, this is your first time watching me. My name is Jay. I'm an Active Duty Green Beret, slowly inching my way towards retirement. The intent behind this channel is to share my knowledge and wisdom with current and future SOF operators, right? So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to the channel to help me reach that goal. I appreciate it. Every month, approximately 400 candidates attend selection. By the end of week 1, 200 of those candidates will be gone. By the end of week 2, another 100 will be sent home. Towards the end of selection, out of the remaining 100, approximately 70 candidates will get selected. I want you to be part of that 70. If you haven't done so already, guys, check out the Patreon so you can prep, attend, and crush selection. With that said, guys, let's get into today's topic, all right? Guys, today we're going to talk about ownership. But before we start talking about ownership, let's first define what ownership is. Ownership is best described as your ability to possess something. Now, that something can be physical, like a house, right? Or it can be something that you can't see, like you owning your thoughts, right? You owning your actions, or you owning your feelings. As we go into ownership, guys, I want to share with you a story of something that happened to me and how ownership played a part in how everything developed. Approximately 18 months into my team sergeant time, I was at the range with my guys at a school that, operators typically go to. Towards the end of the day, we got done, shooting on the range, and we were putting away our equipment. All right. I'm not going to go into what all took place that day because I see that as a form of, making excuses, right? So towards the end of the day, we were putting away our equipment. And as I was removing my equipment, I went to take off my holster and remove my pistol, and my pistol went off, right? A round went into the ground. No one was hurt except for my pride. So as soon as that happened, I went outside, took a couple of seconds, got myself together, all right, and I immediately owned my fuck up, right? I pulled my guys together and I told them, hey, this just happened, right? Because some of the guys were around, some weren't, right? So I pulled all the guys together and I told them, hey, this just happened, right? My pistol went off. And being in SOF, you guys know that's a no-no, right? You need to have accurate status of your weapon system at all time, right? And that day I didn't. Right? So I owned it. I told my guys what took place and I gave them the action of what I was going to do. Right? I told them, hey, if this was any one of you guys already know what the standard is. Right? If it was you, I would have removed you from the team. I told them just because it's me and I'm in charge of the team doesn't give me special status. Right? It doesn't mean if I fuck up that I'm not held accountable. But at that point, I was the only one that could hold myself accountable. And I did. Right? So once I owned it, I shared it with the dudes and I told them, hey, going forward, the Fox is in charge of the team. I'm removing myself from the team, right? Because that's what I would have done if it was any one of you guys. And I did that because I don't want to establish a pattern of, hey, when Jay did it, it was all right. He didn't hold himself accountable. And now that it's me, he's making me, accountable for my fuck up, right? I had to make sure the standards was the same across the board. So me removing myself further reinforced to the guys that, hey, when you fuck up, you need to own it and accept the proper punishment, regardless of what happens. So I removed myself, right? I called all the powers that be, let them know what took place and what I'm doing about it. And I transitioned to another job, right? Once I got to that other job, again, I shared the experience with my leaders so they're not hearing it from a third-party vendor, right? I told them what took place and why I'm at this current job, and nothing else came of it, guys. I was able to, submit a first-on packet, get picked up to do the first-on job, and eventually moved on to doing bigger and greater things, all right? Guys, I share this story with you because I want you to understand that fucked up things are going to happen. You don't think it's going to happen to you, but it just might. And when it does, ownership, all right, allows you the ability to identify what went wrong, how you can fix it, and how to best move forward. If anything like this has ever happened to you or somebody and you have some advice, to whoever is watching as far as how they should handle it. Leave it in the comments below because I'm a firm believer in, hey, somewhere out there, someone is going through this particular situation, which is why I'm choosing to share it with you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Leadership style number 1, directive. With this leadership style, guys,